Bro, why did I sleep so much? Holy fuck. I mean, it's 9:48. I fell asleep at like fucking what, 12? Like what the fuck? Well, that means I better fucking lock in like today. Like hard. Was good, little bro. Was good. What up? What up? Welcome. What's going on? Morning vibes. Road to 5K subs. Bro, we lost like 9 subscribers overnight. It was fucking crazy. Literally, cause I looked, I was like, we had hit 3,150 subscribers, right? We hit that number. I looked today, we're at 3,141. That means that 9 people unsubscribed overnight. I mean, look, I get it. Losing subscribers actually isn't a bad thing because it sorts out the people that actually want to see your shit compared to the people that actually don't give a fuck. But it's like, goddamn, bro. Like, don't give me the subscribers in the first place if you just want to get, like, disappointed. I mean, 9? 9? Like, what could I have posted that was that bad that people are like, fuck this, dude. I am unsubscribing. Or is it literally just a thing? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. It makes me think that like when I was getting subscribers before, a lot of them like weren't like real people that like were subscribing because at this point, the amount of subscribers I've lost, like if I had never lost them, I would have been at like 5K by now. 1000%. 1000%. You guys have to understand YouTube and Instagram are starting to get like really big into like losing followers and subscribers. TikTok is too, but not nearly as much, okay? Instagram's the most by far. You lose followers instantly because so many people are so concerned about who that they're following that you will literally lose like 2 or 3 followers a day. It's fucking gross. To be honest, you do say a lot of stuff. Yeah, but it's interesting that someone would like subscribe to me and then unsubscribe. It's like if you hear what I say and you subscribe to it, or and then you hear what I say and then you unsubscribe, that almost sounds like that sounds very unrealistic to me. I mean, it could be possible. I don't know anything about life. But I'm just saying, it sounds very unrealistic that someone was watching me, was like, hey, I like this guy. I'm going to subscribe to him. And then they heard down the road something I said, and they're like, fuck that. I'm unsubscribing. And they just left. Like, that for whatever reason, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I can't picture that in my brain. It's stupid a lot of time. It might be, yeah, and it's definitely happened before. It's definitely happened at least once. It had to have. I have said some stuff that will definitely piss some people off. I think a big reason is because of the way, I mean, the way I talk about fat people, that's definitely a big one. But I'm not mean towards fat people. I just describe it in a way that like is always like that needs to get fixed or you need help or you need to like get better at it. And I think that could really offend some people because if you think about it, 60% of the USA is fat. So if, 3 out of the 5 people that watch my shit from the USA are overweight, and I'm talking about overweight shit, like and they get bothered by it, it just could happen, It's just it is what it is. I wonder what else I talk about that's so offensive. I don't really think I'm that offensive though. I really don't think of myself as that offensive of a person, and the reason is because I don't take personal shots at anyone. You know what I mean? Like the way you talk about women's standards piss a lot of people off too. Ooh, yeah, you just brought up one I didn't even think about. That probably does piss a lot of people off. I always thought it was my health opinions. I always thought my health opinions, like when I would say shit like that. But I'm not gonna lie, the way that I talk about women and my standards in general. Well, the funny thing is, I don't understand how my standards, because I don't even talk about my standards. I more just talk about like, I guess the way that I talk about women can sometimes, in dating related stuff, yes, I understand how that could bother people because it's so different from how other people think about dating that I could possibly say some things that could really frustrate. It's funny though, because like, at the end of the day, I've been saying this too. I've been like, I always, like, I say this all the time. Like, women are stupid. That's a fact. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm getting to the point where I think men are just as stupid. Like, so then it's just like, okay, humans are stupid. Because I say women are stupid, but then I see some dudes, I'm like, no, you're just as stupid, if not more stupid. So at this point, everyone's fucking stupid. But, um, I think stupidity is just different. But I guess the biggest difference, and some people do find this more offensive, is when women are stupid, I am like almost like more accepting of it. I'm more just like, yeah, that's how they're supposed to be. When a dude is stupid, I'm like, what are you doing? You're a man. Why are you being stupid? Like what? Like why are you acting like a woman right now? That's what I think. I think like that, and it's so funny because people think, oh, that's so sexist. It actually isn't. The funniest thing is women actually respect it more because when they do stupid things they expect that men are just supposed to like expect it and like just be chill about it. And when dudes get emotionally reactive and they're like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing that?" Like they expect the woman to be smart and she doesn't make a good decision. I see dudes do this all the time where she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe she did that. I can't believe like she I thought she would never do that." It's like, "What do you mean they're a woman? They do stupid things all the time. You shouldn't even." So me personally, since I always am like expecting them to be stupid, I don't get mad at them when they make stupid moves, which actually makes them like me more and not like the guys less that are like expecting them to be good people. That's what I'm saying. And that's what a lot of dudes don't fucking understand. Because they're like, why like you're like a dickhead to women. Like, why the fuck do they like you? Like, because I'm so fucking real that like it doesn't fucking matter. Like they hate fakeness. They hate people that beat around the bush. So for them it's like it doesn't really matter what I say. It matters that I fucking say it and I believe it. That's the more important part. Stupid is as stupid does, Mom always said. True, Forrest Gump. Um, the way you talk about women link a lot to your standards too. True, but the funny thing is, like I've already said this before. I have two sets of standards. Okay, I have standards for dating a woman, and I have standards for actually being in a long term relationship. And I don't even like apply those long term relationship standards because I'm not looking for a long term relationship right now. So those standards will always be like in the back of my head, like as just a proper thing to have, and just the expectation for the best woman possible to act like that. Yes. But when I normally date, I don't have those standards because then it's kind of like impossible. It's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? Just not date at all because there's no women that you're gonna have to talk through a lot of women to find that unicorn that you're looking for that does that. So you kind of have to just for me personally, I think you know, yeah, the standards do combine with the what my actual thoughts are on it, but I never actually apply my raw standards long term ever. It's only in the back of my head. I only apply it in the idea of like not committing, but I already know I'm not going to commit because I wouldn't commit in the first place. That will probably make you more likable, but an audience of women who blame their stupidity on being women instead of talking them blame logically. Uh, well, all I know is that women enjoy when the man kind of like just knows how women work to a certain extent. Like just knows that's how they are. Like, but you're not judgmental about it. The second you're a dude and you start going like I'm telling like when these women are stupid, I expect them to be stupid. I'm not like, oh, typical stupid woman. I just sit there in this frame and this like look of this is what I expect. You know what I mean? And I think that in itself makes them feel more comfortable because it's like, you know, taking, not talking. It's fine. He got it anyway. Wait. Taking, not talking? What does that mean? What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Taking, not talking. I don't know what that means, but I want to know. Anyway, yeah. No, it definitely read your comment at talking and not talking. You read out my comment at talking and not talking. Oh. Okay. Dyslexia at its peak. Okay. I guess so, yeah. That's just the I don't even know. But yeah. So I don't know if you guys the funniest thing is though, like I literally have such a better dating life than most people that I know, where it's like my advice is just almost undeniable. But that doesn't mean that my advice can't get better, and doesn't mean I can't apply my advice more. You just start streaming. Yeah, you have to understand something though. Like one curse of mine with women is that I mean, the standards I have attraction wise are definitely they don't help. I mean, the honestly, my standards are probably why I perceive women the way that I perceive them. Because when I think about it, I've only pursued attractive women, so because of that, I'm only used to women that are attractive, getting a shit ton of attention on social media, and because of that, my perception of women is that they're addicted to social media, they're addicted to attention, and yeah. And it's like, well, maybe there's some girls out there that aren't like that. It's like, yeah, but are they attractive? That's the issue. I've never met an attractive girl that acts like an ugly girl. That's the issue. I've met hot dudes that act like ugly dudes all the time, and they're fucking idiots for it. I've never met a hot girl act like an ugly girl, and I don't understand why they don't do that more. They should. Just don't have set standards then. Well, no, I mean, I will. I mean, I like it. I mean, it's good for me. Like I said, every single thing I've done dating wise in the past year is 10 trillion times better than what I was doing last year and the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before. So for me, I have literally zero issues with dating, which 99% of men really can't say. So, yeah, no, I definitely did it the right way. I'm definitely a genius with that shit. The only time that I need to worry, or not even really worry, just I guess change anything about what I do is when I have an urge to have kids. And I have no urge to have kids, at least for a really long time. But, uh, no, yeah, I definitely need to, you know, that's the thing is like, oh, then don't have those things and then just go for the girls not that hot. It's like, but I don't like hot. Like I literally come to the realization, and I am literally the most logical person I know. Not there is zero emotion to this statement, but I literally have such a better experience with the woman when she is hot. It just is what it is. There's something about in the man's brain that's just like he looks at his woman and he goes, "I got a hot one," and I am so happy about that. There's just something about it. I can't explain it. No woman will ever understand it. That's why I don't even choose to explain it to women because women would never understand it for a second. Um, but it's the same thing like when women get the ick for men on like, being emotionally reactive or, being indecisive or, like being, like a weak person, like the same thing. Like I get the ick on just physical traits. You know what I mean? Like on a raw primal level when it comes to just raw desire, 1000%. That's why men think that women think that way. That's why men are like, "Oh, does my hair look good? Did my face look good? Did my teeth look good?" It's like women don't really give a fuck about that shit as much as you give a fuck about that shit. Because I know you give a fuck about that shit. Because I give a fuck about that shit. Okay, that's where a lot of dudes fuck up is they think that the women think the same way that they do. So they'll be like, "Oh, my hair doesn't look good." It's like it doesn't matter, bro. You do not know how to talk to women. Your hair could look fucking insanely perfect, and you don't know how to talk to girls. Simple as that. But for women, like literally no, like your hair being on point that night is going to give you extra points. Like you looking good and on point that night is literally your fucking that is your fucking value. That is your like to me that's your in. Like, you know. And then people always say like, "Oh, well if you're only going for looks, then then you're never gonna deal with good girls that have a good personality. Just like, are you fucking serious, bro? I hate women so much that the second they show any lack of desire in me, I'm instantly turned off by them. So they could be the hottest girl in the world. If they don't show any desire in me, instantly grossed out. Because the way I perceive it, if they're not attracted to me, I think that they have bad taste. I know this is going to sound so egotistical and crazy, but every man should think this way. So, because I think they have bad taste, I think they're an illogical person, right? So, I think that they're a stupid person. So, I become less attracted to them because I don't think that they think correctly. When a woman is attracted to me, I think you have good taste. Like, you have a good brain. Like, you're a smart woman for thinking that, which makes me more attracted. Even though it really has nothing to do with intelligence, but, you know. But that's just funny. Also, what do you mean ugly people and hot people act a certain way? Maybe their habits come in a little bit, but personally, wise, I don't see how they can be separated. Um, well, I think there's a golden standard that attractive people act more confident and ugly people act more unconfident. Now, we obviously see attractive people that are super not confident. We see ugly people that are super confident. So we see that this obviously rule is broken all the time. But on average, that is the case. I mean, if you go to a bar and you look at who looks the most confident, usually they're more attractive. And you look at people that look less confident, and they're usually less attractive. That's just how it works. So, there's dudes out there that are attractive though that don't act attractive, and that's what bothers me. Because I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you letting this girl tell you to shut up? You fucking idiot. I'm the most logical person I know. Says literally the most of the population. How do you know that you're different? Even when your answer to this question will also be as common. Well, because I've never met someone more logical than me. Only on the internet have I seen people but not in real life have I met someone that's genuinely like more logical than me. I feel like in conversations with men and women, with women all the time, no matter what, I'm just used to it. Actually, no. Here's the thing. With women that I'm not attracted to, yes, I try to make the conversation more logical. But if I'm more attracted to her, I don't give a fuck about making the conversation logical because it's all emotional anyway. Okay, I just want her to be more attracted to me, so that's more emotion based. But when I'm with my friends or another man, I swear to God, I feel like I am always the one that's trying to bring the conversation back to logic. I swear to God, I feel like that every single time I'm talking to a dude. I'm like, why are we getting emotional right now? We're acting like fucking women. Why are you getting emotional? Why are we doing emotion? Stop with the emotion. Let's fucking stay logical. I swear to God. When I talk to my parents too. And the funniest thing is, here's what every single person says to me. They go, yeah, you're right, but you don't need to say it that way. Yeah, you're right, but like it doesn't need to be put that way. Like it doesn't need to be all like that. Like, yeah, you're right. Like I feel like every single time they have to acknowledge that I'm right and then say whatever bullshit emotional statement they need to say. That's what I feel like it is every single fucking time. So I'm not saying I'm the most logical person on earth. I'm definitely am not because that's a tough one to beat. But I am the most logical person I know, 1,000%. I've never met anybody in my life more logical than me. I've seen people on the internet that maybe might be more logical than me, but they don't know who I am. I don't know who they are, like on a personal level. So yeah, I stand by that statement. I'm literally the most logical person I know. I've never met a dude that is more logical than me or doesn't try to bring the conversation back to logic like me. Like I really haven't. Now, I'm sure there's someone more logical than me out there. But personally that I've met, fuck no. Fuck no. Maybe I'm meeting stupid people, but I don't know. It's a fact that most people, average people, think they reach their peak of knowledge. So most think that they're better than everyone else. They look at others and judge purely to real one conclusion. Well, I am definitely not at my peak of knowledge. Not even close. I'm like not even like 5% there. I have so much more knowledge. I am going to be so much more, like, I am going to be so smarter 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50. I am not even close to my peak of knowledge. But I do understand that some people actually do think that they are at the peak of knowledge. But that's so low intelligence. I mean, you can't even deal with those people to a certain extent. But no, I'm not even close to my peak of knowledge. I know that I have peak of knowledge over so many people of my age and older than me way far, but that doesn't mean that my potential for knowledge isn't like still I have 95% more to go, to be honest. Like I'm still so I have so much shit to learn. But comparatively to other people, holy fuck, I fucking destroy them when it comes to knowledge. And I know that because they always tell me I'm right, but they don't like the way I say it. That's how I know what I'm saying is correct. and they get emotional because of it. That's how I know what I'm saying is logical and beating their emotion, because they say, "Yeah, you're right, but like you don't have to say it that way." Like, or it doesn't need to be that harsh. Why? Why does it not need to be that harsh? Maybe that's the fucking truth. Maybe you need the harsh truth. Fuck. God. The harsh truth got me jacked. The harsh truth is making me get subscribers and money. So maybe you need the fucking harsh truth. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Fat people never want the harsh truth, and then they never get in shape. Okay, then that dude gets the harsh truth once. He gets fucking beat up once. That's the harsh truth for him. Then he gets fucking good at fucking life and works out and beats people up, and or not like learns how to spar and learns how to defend himself, because he had the hard truth hit him. I mean, people need the hard truth way more than people want to admit. I'm so used to hard truth. I do hard truth in my room every fucking day. ChatGPT, like, so I guess I'm used to hard truth. So when I say it, it doesn't hit me the same way that it hit me the first time. But then I think back, like, well, the first time I was saying this shit, I guess it did hit me. So yeah, I sometimes I need to be more sympathetic about what I say and realize, like, it's their first time hearing it, guys. Like, just chill out, okay? They're not ready for your level of, logic yet. You know what I mean? They're just not prepared for it. How old are you? 22. Are you good at math? Yeah. I'm good at quick math. I'm extremely good at quick math. Like, that's a skill I just, for whatever reason, have over a bunch of people. I'm not great at, like, when it comes to, like, more, like, algebra and, like, when it comes to, like, oh, this times this divided by, like, I'm very quick at that. Yeah, yo, yippee, little bro, it was a nice stream, but I gotta go somewhere. Peace out, brother. Yeah, so, it's very important to stay logical, and when you do get emotional, you gear your emotions towards, like, a win in life. That's kind of the way I think of it. But like I said, I stand by that statement. I will always stand by that statement. I am the most logical person I know, because, like I said, I don't know anyone that's more logical than me. Even my dad, I don't think of him as someone that's more logical than me. Like, maybe, like, he's comparative to me, but I've seen him say emotional statements that have begged to differ. Like, for example, okay, see, this is another thing that I don't know if I'm allowed to say, because I feel like people get offended. Okay, so basically we were at the airport. Okay, I'm giving y'all some fucking sauce. I have a friend who says he knows you personally. Oh shit, who is it? We were all at the airport, right? And we see this really short guy. I don't know, like really short, doesn't speak English. And then we see this other woman that was like probably like 500 pounds, right? And they were both sitting in first class, and it looked at the first like they were just sitting like as passengers. They didn't look together, you know what I mean? And then we see them get up from the first class plane, which is interesting because they didn't have a lot of money, but the lady was fat, so they had to be in first class, which sounds like a fucking mind fuck of money, and I don't know how you have to deal with that. That fucking sucks. Um, and then what happened was my dad goes, see, everyone can meet their person. Everyone has their person. And I just look at him and I go, no, fuck that. That's fucking not true, okay? People go with who they can have, okay? They get what they can get, okay? You really think that person would, really stick with that option if they had better options? Fuck no, okay? They get what they can get. And my dad's just like, ah. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. I don't fucking, I can't get on board with that shit. Do you know a Jake? I know a lot of Jakes. It's a very common name. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I definitely know some Jakes. You need to give me a last name, if anything. Uh, I participated in a giveaway in India online. Can I win? Pray for me. Oh, nice. So yeah, so that's where I kind of was thinking in my, and that's just one example. Okay, there's tons of other examples, but that's one example of just, a time where I think I was just more logical and he was more emotional. Now, does his answer sound better on paper? Like, would his answer be better on a speech to a bunch of little kids trying to achieve their dreams? Fuck yeah. But I guess that's where the issue is I don't really, like, I've stopped caring about what's right and wrong and cared more about what's true. And I think that has made an actual difference in like the way that I think about things. Because if you care about what's right or wrong, then you're just like, okay, well, it's the right thing to say that these people were meant to be together. And then if it's like wrong, then it's like, or if it's like logical and truth, it's like, well, that's not true because they're just going with the best that they can get. True. But because that sounds mean, it would be considered wrong. So I say it. And it's like, I just don't understand that. Like, posted. So this person won't give me the last name of this person, so I'm assuming that I don't know who it is. But yeah, and you know, I'm sure he probably agreed with me, but I think for his own sake of just feeling better about the world itself, he'd rather just, you know, lie to himself and think that that's the case. And because that's what they're doing, that's what the couple's doing. I mean, think about it. You know how many like unattractive couples there are out there? Like, I genuinely like I want to do this test, but I would never do this test because it would fuck up so many relationships. But I'd want to like put like an option in front of these like overweight people, these overweight couples, and I would want to see like how they would react if an attractive option actually presented themselves to them. If they actually, you know, because a lot of people like to say like, "Oh, people are so shallow in dating." Like they're like I just don't want to be shallow, but I'm like you would be shallow if you were attractive. You're just not attractive, so then you brag about your loyalty. That's the only thing. Like why do all these attractive dudes do the exact same fucking thing? Why do no attractive dudes fucking do like you know what I mean? Like why like that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't make fucking sense. Are you growing your arms? Oh, they might be growing a little bit more low key. Low key, you notice? Oh, thanks, brother. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe I'm just fucking glaze maxing right now. Ego maxing. Ego maxing is the worst fucking thing you guys can do. Like, I'm not really. Like, ego's good, but ego is a very important thing to navigate. You have to look at ego like a fucking, like, almost like a word in a bubble. Okay? And you have to look at it that way and think about how am I going to use this to my advantage, okay? You can't look at ego like something that's non-controllable. You have to look at it like how the fuck do I use this specific thing to my advantage? Like what advantage do I get from thinking that I'm better than everyone else? Well, I mean, if you were to walk into a bar or party or any place social event, you'd feel pretty damn good about yourself. You know what I mean? A lot of people, again, they are very much like, no, that's so unhealthy way to think. I'm like, have you ever thought that way though? Like, how the fuck do you know? How do you know that's the wrong way to think if you've never even fucking thought that way? If you've never walked around thinking that you're better than everyone else, then how the fuck are you going to tell someone that they shouldn't think that way or that's a bad way of thinking? Why? Like, do you know? Have you experienced it? Have you experienced what could happen if you walk around thinking that way? Thinking like that? Seriously. I'm being serious. Like people love to fucking act like things are so bad or things are so horrifying or you shouldn't think a specific way, but they've never thought that way. They don't have the opportunity to think that way. That is something annoying. How tall are you? It's like 6'2". Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Dudes will do this. Dudes will brag about how they're so fucking loyal. I'm a loyal guy. I would never cheat on my girl. I would never cheat on my girl. Oh, I would never cheat on my girl. Oh, I'm so loyal. Do you have hot women asking you to fuck you all the time? No, so your loyalty means basically fucking nothing, bro. Stop trying to brag about being loyal. You're not loyal for shit. And your woman knows that, by the way. Your woman's not sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, he's so loyal." Oh my gosh, in the back of her brain on a raw primal level, she knows that you are not you that you are just can't have any other options, and if you could you would, and she knows that. Okay, so all these dudes that are sitting here being like, "Nah, dude, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Like that's my thing. That's my thing. I'm loyal." Like, no, you're not, bro. You just have no hot women asking to fuck. So because of that, it's easier for you to be loyal. I promise you right now, if you had some of the DMs that some of these dudes are getting, even me personally, to be honest, you would not have the frame of, "Oh, I'm so loyal." You'd be like, "No, there's way too many fucking options out here for me to be fucking loyal. There's way too many women that are obsessed with me out here for me to be loyal. There's way too much feminine energy out here for me to be loyal to one person." Fuck that shit. Uh, put on a shirt? Fuck no. Yo, how much weight in kg can you lift one hand? I don't know kilograms, but probably like 35. Well, like lift with one hand what? Bicep curl? Like hammer curl? Like just a fucking straight up like one hand deadlift? Like, I don't know, it could be like over 60 kgs if it's just that. Emily AF, are you single? Yes, I am single. Stop talking about this bullshit called in a raw primal level. No, no, I will. I will continue to use the word raw primal level. So for bicep curl, it'd probably be like, I'm not gonna lie, like 25 kgs tops. But yeah, so again, if you're a dude and you're out here talking about, "Oh, I'm so loyal to my girlfriend. I'm so loyal. I'm like a loyal guy." Like you brag about it. You're not loyal, bro. You're not cool. You're not tricking your girl into thinking that you're so loyal. She knows that you can't get any other girls and she doesn't respect you because of it. I promise. Okay? Like I promise the dude that only wins with that shit is when other girls, hot girls hit on him and he then sexually disciplines himself and says no. That's the only dude that's gonna win. But even then, that fucking sucks. You're gonna sit there dealing with some girl that's like challenging you and shit, and then you have to say no to the hot girl that wants to fuck. Like fuck that. Who wants to do that? You know what I mean? Bicep curl. My little brother DNA is watching your stream. Please stop cursing. Uh, I sorry. It's an adult stream. I can say whatever I want. Unfortunately, I can't. It literally says no kids on here, so I can say whatever I want. I can't control if a kid's gonna be on his parents' account or brother's account or whatever the fuck. But I will tell you, I will not stop cursing because of it. What? No, it's not true. What's not true? Someone's probably telling me that I'm not wrong. I'm not right about something. I'm about to fucking destroy whatever the fuck they're about to say. I'm ready for it. I am so because what if you're about to tell me what I just said was wrong, then I'm about to destroy you because I wholeheartedly believe what I say is correct. So it's very, very, very difficult to tell me I'm wrong. No, it's not true. What? I am not his brother. Yes, you know what all this bullshit about raw primal level. You deleted it. You deleted it. Fuck. I know your full name. You know my full name? I would hope so. I would hope that more people on YouTube knew my full name because that means they knew my Instagram. That means they follow my Instagram, which would be sick. You know what all this about in raw primal level is just normal people. I mean, most of your personality is built, not born. Um, when I say raw primal level, I more am saying like let's stop all the Matrix bullshit. Let's stop all the lies. Let's stop all this other like distraction bullshit and let's just go to the rawest primal level of the truth. When I say raw primal level, I'm basically saying the truth. Okay? That's basically what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm addicted to the truth. I'm so addicted to the truth that when people lie to me, it feels like a drug withdrawal. Do you like brown women? Uh, okay, not particularly, but I have seen some attractive brown women before, and I'm just like, she's bad. Like, the thing about me, what's funny, and this is actually a disagreement I have with dudes. I've noticed some, like, I've talked to some dudes, and they're like, nah, if she's black, I would not want a black. I'm just like, for me personally, I actually do have high standards of dating. I really fucking do, but they don't come with race. Like they really don't. Like I actually find like if you're a hot ass black girl, you're hot. Like it doesn't matter. If you're a hot Muslim, you're just hot. I feel like the hottest echelon of woman for any race is still fucking hot as shit. So my standards are way more physical and like body type and face rather than skin tone. Because I honestly I like when you ask me for my perfect skin tone, I like tan as shit. I want you to be tan as fuck. I want you to be tan like like a to a certain extent like a I don't even know how to describe it, but like a fucking like a tan. Like I like tan. But I've never understood the dudes that are like, nah, bro, if she's black, fuck no. I'm like, there are some hot ass black girls. Like that one black girl from fucking I don't even know. She is like literally a fucking 10. Like her body, I don't think a white woman could have a body like hers. Like it's honestly insane. Like so no, that's fucking all bullshit. Like I've never seen whatever the fuck that was. But yeah. I'm 16-year-olds can curl 10 kg. Keep going, brother. That's what I'm saying. I have a sis who loves you. Oh, interesting. Do you know something that is something I feel like you're gonna agree with me about most people at the time? Your gut is correct, but no one trusts their gut feeling anymore, including me. So you know what's funny? The gut instinct is a very interesting. People are like, trust your gut, trust your gut. That's not like if someone were to ask me to give someone advice, that's not the advice I'm giving someone. Because here's the issue. Me trusting my gut is